Y'all get in here, get in here, get in here. I am tired, so I said, let me do this video before I go to bed. I'm not putting on no makeup today for this video, so this is me in the bare, in the raw, in the natural. I actually like my skin, I will say that, so I don't mind getting on camera without makeup. But listen, I get the question all the time where it's, MJ, how are you so confident? How are you so free? You know, some people even say, how are you so wild? And I want to share with you the secret of how I'm able to be the person that you all see today from millions of you all. And now I'm very grateful to be able to say millions. Y'all get to see me on camera doing some of the craziest shit that even my own family sometimes will call me like, why would you do that on camera? Or why, so trust me, I get it, but I want to tell you this, that who I am and what you see is not a person who's gone astray. What it is a person who's living in his full light. I'm going to share with you how I do this and share with you how you can live within your full light. Excuse the background noise. My dishwasher just cut on. I cut the dishwasher on before I go to bed. The way that I have gotten to this point has been because of one primary thing. And click like and click share on this. You know the drill, baby. And let me know you shared it. And give me some stars too, because this is going to help change someone's life. The way that I'm able to be like this is because of the fact that I trust that through being myself, being my full self, I trust that through doing that, I will attract to me far more people than I will lose or miss out on. Okay? What you have to remember is this, and a lot of you all already know this because you're experiencing this right now, is what stops us from being our full self and from taking risks and from walking confidently within our own unique light is not that we don't believe that we will enjoy the experience. We know deep down inside, it will be so nice. It will be so nice to be able to be my full self. What stops us from walking within our full light is often the fear of how will other people respond to me? Will I get rejected? Will people turn away from me? Will I turn off people? Will I lose that friend? Will I lose that mentor? Will I lose that whoever? The love and support of whoever that person is. And that is a real and valid fear because as human beings, it is primal within us to want to have connection, to want to have community. But here's the thing we have to remember is that no one person and no one group should have the monopoly on the companionship and the relationships that you can have within this world. If someone rejects you for you being your full self, then to me, that person never deserved you in the first place. And beyond that, for every one person who's willing to reject you for you being your full self, there are 10, 20, 30 other people out there for that one person who are going to embrace you and love you that much harder. I can tell you that who I am today, doing my wild, crazy stories. If you haven't noticed, you should go look them up, actually. I don't know what else to call them except for erotica stories online, which is very different than the old self-help videos I started out doing where I look like a miniature Les Brown meets Bryant Gumbel, I do those. I, share very intimate aspects of my personal relationships online. I talk about my personal struggles from, my struggles that I had with alcoholism to my struggle with self-esteem and all kinds of stuff. I share all this shit online with the world. And people tell me, oh, MJ, some people will tell me, oh, MJ, I don't, you share too much. Oh, you do this too much. You're too much of this. You're too little of that. It's something. And then for every one of those people, there are tons of other people who are like, this is exactly what I needed. And for me, that's what gives me the confidence, is that I stopped focusing on who I was going to miss out on. And I started focusing on all the people who support me for being myself. I will tell you this, when you finally make the choice to walk within your full light and walk just being your full self, saying and doing the things that you want to say and do, right? Now, with one caveat, don't say or do anything that you know is going to be hurting other people, okay? Now, it's one thing for your actions to aggravate people unintentionally, but it's a whole other thing just to go out of your way and say, I'm going to do whatever I want to do and fuck how everybody else feels. Well, no, darling, you're not walking in confidence. You're walking as a jerk at that point in time. You're being an asshole. So, I want to give that one disclaimer. But assuming that you're operating with good intentions and you're moving forward with love, once you start being your full self, which is, I think, one of the greatest acts of love that you can ever do towards yourself, just walking within your full light. What's going to happen is, yes, in the beginning, some people will reject you. And I'm going to tell you why. Some people will reject you because I feel like my mother always says this. My mom, she is a licensed clinical social worker by trade. So she throughout her career, she did therapy and then was a pastor. A lot of y'all follow her, Carolyn Harris Hutchinson, and you've bought her book, which I believe is on its way to becoming a bestseller. It's called The First Time, because everything starts somewhere. And with what she would say is that in every relationship, it's a dance. And when she says a dance, meaning that, with a dance, if we're moving coordinated. When you move one way, I'm moving in a way that's consistent with you. So we're moving, we're coordinated, And within every relationship is a dance, which is an agreed dynamic of how we're going to operate. An agreed dynamic of the expectations that I can hold towards you and what you can have towards me, good or bad. It's a dance. It's a dynamic. We move in sync. And so when you choose to say, I'm going to be confident, I'm going to be bold, I'm going to walk within my full light because this is what I deserve and this feels good for me. For some people, that throws the dance off rhythm. Because for some people, the dance and the dynamic that they've become accustomed to with you was your lack of confidence. You needing them all the time. For some people, the dance and the dynamic that they've become accustomed to was you being a restricted, restrained, false version of yourself because that suits who they think you should be. So when you choose to operate outside that, it takes a very, very, very strong person, friend, family member, whoever, to be able to say, you know what? I can put my ego aside of who I think you should be. And I can accept the new you that you are working to be because I know it makes you happy. I'm going to tell you this. It is utter, total fucking emotional manipulation for someone to say, I can't fuck with you. I can't be your friend. I can't be close to you unless you operate and act like this. I can't deal with you. I'm sorry. This is just too much for me. What the fuck does it matter who you are and how you operate in this world as long as you're not hurting anybody else? Okay, as long as you're not operating mean-spirited. But for someone to say that they can't deal with you, or for someone to, even if they don't say it, because sometimes they won't say it, they will just detach from you slowly but surely, and you'll notice it. Because you being your full self. For someone to do that, that's not a reflection on you. And in fact, you should welcome them walking away from you. You should welcome them walking out of your life because this is someone who is ill-equipped to truly love you in the long haul. This is someone who's ill-equipped to even have a healthy relationship with you because the only way that they can have a healthy, whole, connected relationship with you is by you being some version of you that you are not. So basically, I have to live a lie. You got to live a lie to keep that kind of person around you. When I put it like that, you start to think to yourself, well, damn, MJ, why would I even want them in my life in the first place? And I want you to really take that in, okay, and click like and click share, okay, because we need other people to hear this message. Because the reality is that in a lot of cases, you all are so afraid to walk within your full light, which is going to allow you to be confident. That's what this all connects to. When you walk within your full light, that's the only way to be confident. You cannot be confident walking through this earth as someone that you are not. You can't. You'll be that is a recipe for insecurity. That is a recipe for depression. That is a recipe for anxiety. Some of y'all can relate to this. You've been trying to be someone that you're not for 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, and you got all these issues. What if you just try to be yourself? I can tell you this, you'll be more confident. But for you to be able to walk within your full light and be your full self, people who are healthy and whole will champion that for you. They will promote that for you, and they will push you forward. They will say, I want you to be more of yourself. I may not understand who you are. I may not understand the person you want to be. I may not understand or like all of your choices, but I'm going to cheer you on. For me, that is what's giving me my confidence. You guys do, to be quite honest. It's because I've made the choice to take the risk to be my full self. And in turn, I've gotten such positive feedback that gives me the boost that I need to keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. And that's not to say that I'm 100% reliant on the opinions of other people for the boost that I need to keep going. But what I am saying is it is a contributor. It is confirmation in my mind that, damn, I made the right choice being my full self. So fuck those other people who can't fuck with me because of who I am. Fuck those other people who say, you know what, I just don't like how you are and I don't know about this. I don't know if I can still be in your life because of this. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You never had a place in my life in the first place. The fact is that you're toxic to me if you can only accept me in that particular way. And so in me being someone that I'm not or someone that I was before. So when you all ask, MJ, how are you so confident? How are you able to walk through the world being this kind of person, being who you are, just being so bold, being so happy, being so free? It is literally because I have experienced. First, let me say this. It is because I've taken the risk to be my full self. And through taking that risk, I've been rewarded with so much positivity that it has given me the confidence and the confirmation to keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. I have become addicted. Literally, I've become addicted. This is a good addiction. I've become addicted to the real relationships that I've built that support me as I am. I've become addicted to the real support that I've gotten from people who cherish my vulnerability and who cherish my truth rather than the people who want me to live a lie. I become so addicted to that literally it gives me the steam to keep on going. So when I'm thinking about doing something wild and crazy on camera or even off camera, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because I'm like, you know what? This is probably going to turn off this person, but it's going to make this many people happy, and that's going to be fine for me, okay? So my confidence comes from trusting that there's always someone out there who's waiting on me to be the fullest version of myself. Because through me being the fullest version of myself, they will connect with me, and that's the same for you. There's always someone out there waiting for you to be a fuller version of yourself, being that much more transparent, because by you being the fuller version of yourself, it gives them the confidence and faith that maybe they could do the same thing for themselves. And then they're going to encourage you and cheer you on because they're vicariously living through you. And then eventually, hopefully they're doing the same thing. So that's what gives me my confidence, is because I know that through being my full self, I am in service to you. I'm in service to you. I am able to encourage you to live within your full light, and maybe walking within your full light and walking confidently is not you doing what I do. I'm not saying that everyone who's walking confidently has to do wild and crazy things. No. You do whatever you do that feels healthy and whole and full and transparent for yourself. Feels authentic for you. This is what's authentic for me. It may not be what's authentic for you. I just want you to see me walking within my authenticity on a daily basis. Right? Because if you can see me doing that, then at the very least, you can know that it is possible to do it. And you can know that life has so much waiting for people who are willing to do it. All right? So anyway, click like and click share this. I am taking my ass to bed. I'm tired. Love you to death. Thanks so much. Bye.